This video is to explain a few things about the Fallout 4 character creation. Basically, in the character creation, you can try and do your best to make your character look pretty much exactly like you. And I do this by, trying to think of what I'd like to picture myself in the future. So I went for that kind of look, as the character does look to be in probably his mid 30s or so. So I'm just going through all the other, all the bits and bobs that you can add to your character, like changing how, markings and stuff, like the blemishes and stuff, like things that, like if you have like a naturally a redder nose than others, maybe some skin pigmentation. You can also equip stuff like scars and boxer battle bruises and stuff to your characters to make them look like they have a really nice backstory towards them. I kind of like that one over there. Apart from that, you can choose between your gender, and it's literally like as you go through the game, you try to make the character look, at the beginning you make the character look like you, and then as you play through the game, you get to decide how they react to other characters. You can be kind to them, you can be very questionable, you can be very sarcastic, which most characters in the game may also reply with a sarcastic answer. And then you can also decide to be like mean and intimidating to other characters, which basically, can sometimes benefit you, but at times will also not benefit you. I have an example a little bit later on in the video of how you can react to people, and then it also shows you bits of like a few things on like your special meter, which in this game the special meter is basically what makes your character unique. You can make your character like a really strong character, so they can hold more items than other characters and they can take more damage. You can make your character really smart, so they're good at like hacking computer terminals, and also making certain things like chemistry items, like make med stem packs for yourself, and like Rad-X, which keeps your radiation down. You can be very agile, which means you have more sprint than other character. Is someone who doesn't have as much agile. It's all those basic things that make like an RPG, a role-playing game, what it is. Also, the combat in this game is quite similar to if you played a Elder Scrolls game, except the only difference is this game requires more ranged combat, as it involves weaponry like guns, but at the same time you can also be a quite close combat character with using different melee weapons. Each melee weapon has a better advantage of others. So if you were to have knuckle dusters, they'd be really quick, but they won't do as much damage as a baseball bat, which is a quite slow weapon but a really high damage. Guns range from pistols to rifles to shotguns, each varying on a better advantage. And as you go through the game, you may find legendary characters and enemies, which will give you an even better weapon, like a unique version of the weapon basically, and they give you like special stats, whether it's more damage against that certain type of enemy, or take like extra damage or something, or do extra damage if you're like addicted to drugs and stuff in this game. Some thoughts on this game that I have is I personally enjoy this kind of game, as you don't technically have to follow any storyline if you don't want to. You can just go out there and explore the vast wasteland, which is, it's nice that they give you the freedom to do that in games like these. It's exactly like this as well in Elder Scrolls Online, but you can follow the main quest if you want to. If you want to know like the main story of the game. However, you don't actually have to. as there's much more to explore than playing the main game itself. But the main game is quite enjoyable.
Good morning. Vault-Tec calling.
I am referring, of course, to our great national pastime, baseball.
Good morning.
Isn't it? Just look at that sky out there. You can't begin to know how happy I am to finally speak with you. I've been trying for days. It's a matter of utmost urgency, I assure you.
What's so important?
Why, nothing less than your entire future. If you haven't noticed, sir, this country has gone to heck in a handbasket. If you'll excuse my language. The big kaboom is... It's inevitable, I'm afraid, and coming sooner than you may think, if you catch my meaning. Now, I know you're a busy fellow, so I won't take up much of your time. Time being a precious commodity. I'm here today to tell you that because of your family service to our country, you have been pre-selected for entrance into the local vault. Vault 111.
I'm a little busy right now.
Oh, of course, of course. This won't take but a moment. It's just a matter of verifying some information. Need to make sure you're cleared for entrance in the unforeseen event of, total atomic annihilation.
Come back some other time.
Come on, hon. It's just a little paperwork. Let him fill it out, and it's done.
Come on. You really think it could happen? Nuclear war?
Of course not, but look, we have Sean to think of now.
You're right. Let's get it over with.
Just need to get this pesky info all squared away. Wonderful. That's everything. Just gonna walk this over to the vault. Congratulations on being prepared for the future.
Thanks again.
Hey, it's peace of mind. That's worth a little paperwork, right?
For you and Sean, no price is too high.
Good answer.
I have my moments.